Hi students, today our topic is equations of circular motion and comparison with the equations of translational motion. Okay, in translatory motion, linear acceleration is constant. Okay, linear acceleration is constant. Here v is equal to u plus at. V means velocity of the particle at any instant of time t. U means initial velocity. A means acceleration. T means time. Okay. In circular motion, omega 2 is equal to omega 1 plus alpha into t. Omega 2 means angular velocity at any instant of time t. Omega 1 means initial angular velocity. Alpha means angular acceleration. Okay. Now S is equal to displacement is equal to average velocity into time. Here theta is equal to omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2 into t. Okay. Next, v square minus u square is equal to 2s. Here omega 2 square, omega 1 square, 2 alpha into theta. Okay. S is equal to ut plus of at square. Here theta is equal to omega 1 into t plus of alpha t square. Omega 1 into t plus half alpha t square. In nth second, u plus a by 2 2n minus 1. Here theta suffix n omega 1 plus alpha by 2 2n minus 1. Understood? It is velocity. This one is angular velocity. Okay. Displacement. This one is angular displacement. Velocity. So displacement in terms of time. Here angular displacement in terms of time. Okay. These are the equations in circular motion and comparison with translatory motion. And comparison with translatory motion. Okay. So next uniform circular motion definition. Okay. See, if one particle rotate in a circular path, with a constant speed, that particle motion is uniform circular motion. Okay. If one particle rotate in a circular path, okay, for example, it is velocity v1 bar, velocity v2 bar, here velocity v3 bar, here velocity v4 bar. Okay, velocity. If that particle speed is constant, speed constant means magnitude of the velocity is same. Magnitude of the velocity is same. Okay. Speed is constant in the sense magnitude of the velocity is same. Okay. So that particle motion is nothing but uniform circular motion. The particle motion is nothing but uniform circular motion. In this case, which one it changes? So in velocity, here magnitude and direction. It having both magnitude and direction. Magnitude is constant. Which one it changes here? Direction. Okay. Here changes one is direction. Understood? Here changes one is direction. Due to the change of direction acceleration is produced. Okay, particle having acceleration due to direction. That acceleration is nothing but centripetal acceleration. Okay, that acceleration is nothing but centripetal acceleration. Once again, if the particle rotate in a circular path with a constant speed, okay, with a constant speed, that particle motion is uniform circular motion. Here uniform refers speed of the particle is constant. Okay, here uniform refers speed of the particle is constant. Okay, that means speed of the particle is uniform. Okay, speed of the particle is uniform, so that motion of the particle is uniform circular motion. Here speed constant means magnitude of the velocity is constant. Velocity, its magnitude constant. Which one it changes here? Direction. Okay, direction changes. Okay, direction changes. See, along horizontal direction here, along vertical direction here. Okay, this tangent represents the velocity. This tangent represents the velocity direction. Okay, so due to this direction, acceleration is produced in the particle. That acceleration is nothing but a centripetal acceleration. Okay, next derivation for centripetal acceleration. Derivation for centripetal acceleration. Okay, now in circular path at certain position, particle velocity is v1. Here this tangent particle velocity is v2. Okay, from center it is the position. This one is position. Here very smaller angle, this one d theta, its radius is r. Okay, now it covers small displacement. Okay, almost all it is straight line because of very small. Okay, it covers displacement ds in the time of dt. It covers, that means from point a to b, it takes the time dt. It covers the displacement is ds. For our convenient, these two are taken in outside. Okay, in direction, this one v1 bar, this one v2 bar. Okay, now it gives the dv. Okay, it gives the dv. Understood? Okay, this angle is d theta. You know, so triangle of vectors. In triangle of vectors, see, for example, this one is a bar, this one is b bar. Okay, in reverse direction, join the vector, initial point of the first vector and final point of the second vector, gives the resultant. Like this manner, see, like this manner, this one is v1 bar. Now this one is dv bar. Now this one gives the initial point of the v1 bar, final point of the dv bar, gives v2 bar. So from this one you write as v1 bar plus dv bar is equal to v2 bar. dv bar is equal to v2 bar minus v1 bar. That means dv bar represents the change in velocity. dv bar represents the change in velocity. Okay, this angle is also d theta. Okay, now here velocity vector is always perpendicular to the radius vector. Perpendicular to the radius vector. Here angle between these 2 points is d theta, means this angle is also d theta. Now it is taken to outside. This angle is d theta. This one is dsr. Now these two are similar triangles. These two are similar triangles. Comparison, dv by v1 is equal to ds by r. Okay, you know already uniform circular motion. In uniform circular motion, magnitude of the velocities are same. Magnitude of the velocities are same. Okay, in uniform circular motion, magnitude of the velocities are same. So that is equal to v. That is equal to v. You write as dv by v is equal to ds by r. Both side divided with time. Both side divided with time. dv by v into dt is equal to ds by r into dt. dv by dt gives the acceleration by v. ds by dt gives the velocity by r. A is equal to v square by r. This is the centripetal acceleration. This one is centripetal acceleration. Okay, v square by r. You know already v is equal to r omega. Substituting here, r square omega square by r. R cancel. Simply r omega square. Okay, centripetal acceleration is equal to r omega square. Okay, centripetal acceleration is equal to v square by r omega square. Understood? It is the derivation of centripetal acceleration. Okay. Next one, non-uniform circular motion. Okay, non-uniform circular motion means if the particle rotate in a circular path, okay, radius vector, okay, radius vector makes unequal angular displacements in equal intervals of time. Okay, unequal angular displacements in equal intervals of time. For example, now particle in first second it makes 10 degrees. In next second it takes 12 degrees. Next second it makes, that means first second only 1 second, this is also 1 second, this one is 1 second, 15 degrees, like. Okay, so here 10, 12, 15, that means in equal intervals of times, unequal angular displacement, okay, or particle speed and direction both are changes. That motion of the particle is called as non-uniform circular motion. If the particle rotates in a circular path, the radius vector makes unequal angular displacements in equal intervals of time, or the particle speed and magnitude are changes. Simply that is called as non-uniform circular motion. Okay. Now here uh, in velocity, both are changes. Magnitude is change. Okay. Direction is also changes. Magnitude changes. Okay. Direction is also changes. Okay. Now due to magnitude, here developed acceleration is tangential acceleration. Due to direction, developed acceleration is centripetal acceleration or radial acceleration. See, centripetal acceleration direction is always towards the center. Okay. Centripetal acceleration direction is always towards the center or along the radius vector. Along the radius. Okay. Centripetal acceleration due to magnitude. Which acceleration is developed here? Tangential acceleration. Okay. Tangential acceleration. Due to this one, centripetal acceleration. Due to direction, centripetal acceleration. Now, net acceleration is equal to tangential acceleration plus centripetal acceleration. You know, centripetal acceleration is equal to v square by radius r. Okay. Tangential acceleration is equal to dv by dt, because of here magnitude changes. dv by dt, d by dt, v means r omega. Here r constant, d omega by dt. The rate of change of angular velocity is nothing but angular acceleration r alpha. This is okay. It is centripetal acceleration. This one is tangential acceleration. A is equal to square root of at square plus ac square. A is equal to tangential acceleration means r alpha whole square plus next v square by r whole square. R alpha whole square plus v square by r whole square. Net acceleration in non-uniform circular motion. Okay. If accelerated, okay, say if particle is accelerated, if particle is accelerated, particle is accelerated means dv by dt is positive. dv by dt positive in the sense tangential acceleration and velocity direction both are in a same. Okay. In decelerated, if particle is decelerates, dv by dt is negative. In that case, tangential acceleration and velocity direction both are opposite. Both are opposite. Understood? Okay. Next, in this case, it gives the resultant acceleration. Okay. This resultant acceleration makes an angle theta with radius. Makes an angle with radius. That gives the direction. Tan theta is equal to tangential by centripetal. Theta is equal to tan inverse of tangential by centripetal. Okay. This theta is gives the direction of the resultant acceleration. Okay. So in non-uniform circular motion, both accelerations are exist. Centripetal at the same time tangential. But in uniform circular motion, only centripetal is exist. Okay, tangential is equal to 0 in uniform circular motion. So problem. The speed of a motor increases from 1200 rotation per minute to 1800 rotation per minute in 20 seconds. How many revolutions does it make in this period of time? Okay, required one is total number of revolutions. First of all, omega 1 1200 rotation per minute, but units of angular velocity in terms of radian per second. So convert into radian per second. 1 rotation per minute. 1 rotation means how many radians? 2 pi radians. Per minute means 60 seconds. Okay. 1 rotation per minute means 2 pi radian by 60 seconds. That means pi by 30 radian per second. Okay. 1 rotation per minute is equal to here 1200 into pi by 30. 0 0 cancel. Here 40. 40 pi radian per second. 40 pi radian per second. Okay. Next omega 2. 1800 rotation per minute. 1800 into rotation per minute means pi by 30. Okay, 0 0 cancel. It is 60. That means 60 pi radian per second. Okay, so here required one is how many revolutions? Required one is how many revolutions? Okay, first of all find out the acceleration. Angular acceleration is equal to formula omega 2 minus omega 1 by t. Okay, omega 2 minus omega 1 by t. Omega 2 60 pi, omega 1 40 pi by time 20 seconds. Time is given 20 seconds. This one is 20 pi by 20 is equal to pi radian per second square. Angular acceleration is equal to here pi radian per second square. Now theta is equal to omega 1 t plus half alpha into t square. Theta in the sense 2 pi into number of revolutions. Omega 1 40 pi into t. T means time. Time is equal to 20 plus half alpha pi t square. T square in the sense 20 whole square. Okay. So 2 pi n, here pi common, pi 40 into 20 800 plus half 400. Okay, both side pi cancel. Now here 2n is equal to 800 plus 200, that is 1000. 500. N is equal to 500 tons. Okay. Number of revolutions are 500. Number of revolutions are 500. Okay.